So you can close the eyes. Let the body start to relax. The shoulders consciously softening, especially if you know that's a place where you habitually hold a lot of your tension. The jaw intentionally releases. You can let your belly become soft. Let your seat grow wide, so more surface area to ground into. And just feel yourself settling in. You can do another little scan of your body and make sure you're not tensing anywhere. On the contrary, work towards relaxation. And take a deep breath in through the nose. Sigh of relief out of the mouth. You can put a little sound to it. 2 more times. Deep breath in through the nose. One more. Big breath in. And a big breath out. And as you relax inside of yourself, feel yourself also surrendered to your surroundings and your circumstances. So just allowing for whatever is happening. Allow it to be as it is. And just take notice. Notice how present, how available you can be to your surroundings and your circumstances. Or if there's a constant analysis of what's happening, or a constant reflecting back to what has happened, or forward to what may happen. How much can you just drop in to the present moment? And what is it that enables you to access the present moment? So I always find that when I open up my senses, it enables a more full experience of what the moment holds. So you could open up to really feel the temperature of the air without resisting it, the density in the air. You could really feel the way that your seat connects to the ground and the points of contact to the earth. You can really feel the clothing upon your skin, and perhaps the sensation of air against the skin. Perhaps your clothing or your hair connecting to the skin. The skin is the biggest organ that we have. And so just feel all the cells in the skin opening to receive this very moment. And you might open to sounds. You might be privy to hearing birds chirping. You might even be able to listen so intently that you could distinguish the sounds of different birds. You might hear a family member or a neighbor in the other room, or perhaps in the same room as you. You might hear noises of the house settling, or a fan or air conditioner operating. Just see how much you can open all of your senses to access the present moment. Although subtle, you might even hear the sound of your own breath. And even more subtle than that, you might notice a taste in your mouth or a wafting of scent through the air. Just continually receive the moment to access the gift of the present. It's so much more powerful for us to live in the present moment than it is for us to be in our heads. Some masters tell us that joy and peace is only possible in the present moment. And so that is what is here for us if we open to it. And the world can be changing. We can experience pandemic or chaos or challenges, and yet still peace is possible. And the peace and contentment that we find within ourselves in each arising present moment is in direct relation to the peace that we'll experience in our world. So even when things are challenging and changing, don't feel guilty if you find a sense of peace, because that is also your contribution to the collective. So each of us individually committing to connecting to the present, and in that, connecting to a sense of peace and contentment, will benefit the collective, because then we can contribute that calmness, that consciousness, that presence to everyone, to everything. And so just one more moment, opening up to what is, trying not to live in your head, but to fully embody all of yourself and all of the moment. Because truly, everything that you experience around you is a part of you. So let that land. It's all a part of you. If you have the eyes to experience it outside of you, it is because it has a root system within you. And so we explored this the other night, but there's a Buddhist principle called Hlaksam Namdak, and it means taking personal responsibility. We take personal responsibility for the world that we live in, and we all strive to do our part to be the best versions of ourselves, to contribute to the best world possible. We don't see things as separate or different from us, but we recognize that it's all intertwined, it's all interrelated. If I see it outside of me, I must recognize that it has roots within me. And so we do our personal part to make sure that we're living a conscious, well-informed, educated, compassionate, kind, loving life. We do our part to ensure that we're upholding our ethics to the highest degree. As within, so without. If there's something we want to see in our world, we have to practice being that. And so with that, just take a moment, hands to a prayer at your heart. And for the intention today, if something feels very relevant and meaningful to you that you know you want to dedicate your efforts towards, by all means, dedicate your efforts towards that intent, towards that purpose. If there is something that you want to see in your world, complete equality, justice, freedom, if you want to see love and compassion reigning, then commit to being that. Set the intention to embody perfectly those qualities: honesty, kindness, loving thy neighbor as thyself. And let your good intentions be a positive contribution to the collective. And then we get to water these good intentions with our actions. But for now, let this good intention, like you're starting to sow the seeds, tilling the soil and preparing it all with your good motivation. And we'll seal this with the sound of Om. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Om. Okay, and then from here, we'll go ahead and you can come lay on your back. You can move whatever props you have to the side. And you can hug the knees into the chest. Make small circles on the sacrum. So we'll just start to warm up the sacrum, start to widen through the low back. And circling a little bit around in one direction. Circling around in the other direction. Don't forget to breathe. And extend your left leg long and pull your right knee over to the left side. Come into a supine twist here. Reach the right arm out to the right side. Look out to see the right palm. Let that right shoulder soften back to the ground. More than the right knee coming down, let your right arm and shoulder come down. That's it, Greg. Good. Yeah. And if you want, you could stick a blanket underneath your right knee or a cushion so that you also have ground beneath there. And if you're practicing with a partner and they're in arm's reach and you want to give them a massage, I bet that they would love that. And keep gazing out towards the right side. And with every exhale, softening into your breath. So the breath is effortful, but it's still really sweet and calm. And letting that right shoulder release towards the ground. Take 2 more breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, you can go ahead and come back center and then extend your right leg long and then hug the left knee into the chest. And then we'll cross the left leg over to the right side. Extend the left arm out to the left side. Look out to see the left palm. Nice full breath here. Breathing in. Breathing out. Every exhale, more of the left shoulder softens down. And you can really pull that left knee down towards the ground. And try to get the knee level with your belly button. Take one more full breath in. And a full breath out. And then inhale, come back center. Hug both knees into your chest. One more time, little circles on the sacrum, letting the whole lower back widen and release. Breathing into it. All right, and then from here, we'll start to rock forward and back. Rocking along the length of the spine, forward and back, forward and back. And eventually you'll make your way to a comfortable seat. Cross your ankles and just sit tall for a moment, and then reach the arms forward, coming into just a little sukhasana, one ankle in front of the other, and then reach forward. You should feel a nice opening in your hips, specifically whichever hip is further forward. Whichever foot is further forward, you'll feel that hip open a little further. So if the low back feels tight, it could also be the hips that are contributing to that tightness. So we'll also work on the hips as we work on the lumbar spine. Take 3 more breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Last one, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, come to sit up, and we'll just switch. So you'll bring the other ankle in front, and then go ahead and reach the hands forward and fold over the legs as best as you can, just letting the weight of the body reach forward to open through the hips. And if your left ankle is in front now, you should really feel that left hip starting to open. If the right foot is forward, you could feel more of that right hip starting to open. Try not to hold yourself out. Let gravity do its work on you, and just let yourself release into that pull of gravity. And we'll take 3 more breaths here. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. One more in and out. Inhale, you can come to sit up, and then you'll just roll forward onto your hands and your knees. You can swing your shins back. We'll do a little bit of wiggling here, so you can circle your hips around, you can circle the torso around, you can circle the head around. Breathing into it. And the other direction. And let's go ahead and neutralize. Tuck the toes, lift your hips up and back, and come into a downward facing dog. Take a couple moments to do what you need to do to open up your body in this position. It may be nice to pedal your feet. It may be nice to wag your tail a little bit. You could optionally shift your heels to one side and your knees to the other side as you bend the knees. Really just feel into what's gonna invite space into your body today, which may be different than what felt spacious in your body yesterday. So just be open, be present to what the body is asking for. And then inhale, let's measure the dog. Come forward to a plank pose, top of a push-up, wrist directly beneath the shoulders, heels kick back, abdomen pulls up. And then pull up and back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, come forward to a plank pose. This time, exhale, lower your knees, arch the back, dive the chest and chin forward and down. point the feet, push into the hands, slither forward to a low cobra, Bhujangasana, and then release down. You can make a little pillow with your forehead, with your hands for your forehead. Inch the legs a little longer back. So just lift your right leg and lengthen the toes further back. Lift your left leg, lengthen the toes further back. Keep resting the forehead onto your hands, and then we're going to alternate lifting opposite legs. So on an inhale, you can lift your right leg up. Exhale, the right leg lowers. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, the leg lowers. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, down. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, right up. Exhale, down. Inhale, left up. Exhale, down. Inhale, right. Exhale, release. Inhale, left. Exhale, release. Inhale, right. Exhale, release. Inhale, left. Exhale, release. Inhale, right. Exhale, release. Inhale, left. Exhale, release. 4 more. Right. Release. Left. Release. 3 more rounds. Right. Release. Left. Release. Right. Down. Left up. Left down. Last time. Right. Down. Left. Down. Take a moment. You can just turn your cheek and wag your hips a little bit side to side. Let that lower back release for a moment. And then bring your forehead to the earth. Let the arms reach forward. And now we'll just lift the right arm and our head and chest up on the inhale. Keep your legs down and exhale, lower down. Inhale, left arm, head and chest lift. Exhale, release. Same thing. Inhale, right. Exhale, release. Inhale, left arm, head and chest. Exhale, release. Keep your legs down. Inhale, right. Exhale, release. Inhale, left arm, head and chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, right arm, head and chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, left. Exhale, release. Inhale, right. Exhale, release. Inhale, left. Exhale, release. Inhale, right. Exhale, release. Inhale, left. Keep the back of the neck long the whole time. Inhale, right. Exhale, down. Inhale, left, up. Exhale, left, down. Really see how much you can lift off of the earth with your head, your chest, and the arm that's lifting. Release. 4 more rounds. Up and down. Left, up. Left, down. Right, up. Right, down. Left, up. Left, down. 2 more rounds. Right, up. Right, down. Left, up. Left, down. Last time each side. Right, up. Right, down. Left, up. Left, down. Take a moment, make a pillow with your hands, rock your hips a little bit side to side. So this might make you feel a little bit sore, but that's good. It just means that we're strengthening muscles that are traditionally pretty weak from the sitting that we do. There's not much that we do to strengthen our lower back consciously, but this is one of those things that we can do to make it stronger. Okay, take a moment, come into a Sphinx pose for a second. Elbows right beneath your shoulders. Pull the ground towards you, broaden across your chest. Feel a stretch from your pubic bone all the way up through the crown of the head. Think of pulling the floor towards you. Stay nice and broad across your front body. Keep the shoulders softening down your back body. Tuck your toes, firm your thighs, and then on an inhale, lift into a forearm plank here. Strong and steady through your center. Try to have your wrist coming straight forward from your elbows, not reaching in towards one another. If you do that, that's more shoulder strength, and we really want to concentrate this in our core. Pull in and back through your belly button. 3 more breaths. Very gracefully, you can lower your body back to the earth. Take a Sphinx pose again. Pull the collarbones wide, lift your chest up. And then from here, we're gonna come back onto our belly, forehead to the ground, arms and legs reaching out long. So now we're gonna piece it all together. We're gonna lift opposite arm and opposite leg along with the head and chest. So on an inhale, lift the right arm, left leg, head and chest. Exhale, release down. Inhale, left arm, right leg, head and chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, right arm, left leg, head and chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, left arm, right leg, head and chest. Exhale, release. Keep it going. Inhale up, exhale down. 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 I know this is a little bit of laborious work and it's not the most fun part of the yoga practice to do this, but this is really functional training that we're doing. And all the stuff that doesn't feel so fun right now is gonna give you so much strength in your back and your spine so that overall, everything else that you do is gonna feel easier, not just in your yoga practice, but really in your life. This, what we're doing now, is a formula for a strong back. Some experts say that we're only as healthy as our spine. Some others say we're only as healthy as our gut. Depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about the skeletal structure and the physicality of your body, if you have a strong back, if you have a strong spine, then everything else feels better. So just physically taking care of the skeletal structure, keep it going 4 more rounds. It's so good. 3 more, up, whoo, and down and up, and down, last 2 rounds, up, and down, and down, last time, up, and down, and up, and down. So nice, guys. Take a moment, make a pillow with your hands. You can rock your hips a little bit side to side. So just like, you know, we want to do work on our core in the front of our body. And most of the time that's superficial. We want to have like rock solid abs. We want to feel tight and look good. It's just as important to work the back of the core, which is like finding this lower back strength that we're working on today. So let's take a nice release. You can press back into a wide-kneed child's pose, seat to heels, belly to thighs, forehead to the earth. Let your upper body melt down. Breathe here. Feel heavy in your head. Feel open in your shoulders, like you're not shrugging the shoulders up to the ears. Feel heavy in your seat coming towards your heels. Let's take 2 more breaths. All right. Go ahead, you can tuck your toes, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a moment here, yawn the body out, feel like you're getting a nice, good stretch. And then we'll walk the feet forward towards the hands. Once you're all the way to the top of the mat, hang over the legs, belly rest on the thighs, grab for opposite elbows and drape the upper body down. You can nod your head yes and no and maybe. Shift the weight in the soles of the feet around. Let the whole weight of your arms and your head just ragdoll and dangle down. Let it go. You can shift, shake, bounce, sway, whatever you need to create release. And then soften the knees. Let the arms drop down and roll up to stand 1 vertebrae at a time. Once you're all the way up, roll the shoulders down the back. And take a couple shoulder circles, circumducting the shoulders forward and up and down and back. And then we'll bring the full wingspan of the arms into it. Arms reaching forward and up, opening down and back. And forward and up and down and back. Two more. Forward and up, down and back. Last time. Forward and up, and down and back. And then ground into your feet. Find your mountain pose, Tadasana. On an inhale, reach the arms overhead. Gaze up to see the prayer, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bow forward, hands to the earth, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine, open the chest, flat back. Exhale, hands release. You can step or float back if you're ready for that. And lower into any transition of your choice towards the earth. Inhale, find a back bend behind the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, pulls the hips up and back. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out of the nose. Two more. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last one. In and out. Lift your heels high. Bend the knees. Look forward. Inhale, walk or float your feet to the top of the mat. Gaze forward once you get there, and then exhale, fold into the legs. Inhale, rise, reach the arms overhead, gaze up to see the prayer. Exhale, arms by the sides. Two more traditional Surya Namaskar A's. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, gaze up. Exhale, bow forward, hinge from the hips, ground the palms down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flat back, open the chest. Exhale, hands release, step or float back, lower chaturanga or your choice of a transition. Inhale, back bend behind the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, pulls the hips up and back, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. One more, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend knees, belly onto thighs. Inhale, walk or float the feet forward, look forward. Exhale, fold into the legs. Inhale, rise, reach the arms overhead, gaze up. Exhale, arms by the sides, mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, gaze up. Exhale, bow forward, hands to earth, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine, open the chest, flat back. Exhale, hands release, step or float back, lower, your choice of a transition. Inhale, back bend behind the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, pulls the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Really enjoy your practice. Be present to the grace within it. Be present to the grace of the breath, the grace of your body that is so strong and capable and simultaneously flexible, malleable, soft. Feel grateful for your mind that enables you the ability to comprehend instruction, to remember it. So just feel incredibly grateful for this gift of the practice, for having the time to partake in it and the ability to do it. Lift your heels high, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, step or float the feet forward. Exhale, fold into the legs. Inhale, rise, reach the arms overhead, gaze up. Exhale, arms by the sides, mountain pose, Tadasana. Let's go ahead and step our feet into a squatting position, Malasana. Turn the toes out, lower your seat down. Elbows push into the knees, knees squeeze into the elbows. If you'd like to, you're always welcome to stick something beneath your seat, especially if your heels are lifted here. Extend the left arm in front of the left shin. Palm presses out to the side. Right arm reaches up and back. Lean into that left tricep to spin the chest open towards the right. Feel an opening across the shoulders here. Think of a nice diagonal line from wrist to wrist. Equally step into both feet. So try to equalize the weight in the right foot as much as you're feeling weight in the left side, in the left foot. Take one more deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then inhale, come back center. Take a moment to lift yourself up out of the squat a little bit, lifting up through the pelvic floor and your chest. And then extend the right arm in front of the right shin. Bum presses out to the side. Left arm reaches up and back. Lean into that right tricep. Spiral the vision up towards the left fingers. Breathe deep here. Lean into that right side to open the chest to the left. Step into the left foot with as much weight as you're feeling in the right. So more of your weight in your body is over the right side. So you have to bring a little bit of consciousness to step more heavy into the left side. One more deep breath in and out. Inhale, come back center, hands to a prayer at your chest. And then exhale very gently, lower your seat to the ground, bring your knees together. So I know Emma's on here and she wants to do some core work. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of our core. And again, the strength that we find in our entire core helps our posture, it helps our alignment, it helps with our comfort in our body because we're able to hold ourselves up easier. So walk your hands behind you. You can bend your elbows, turn the fingers to point in the same direction as your body. And then you're going to lift your right leg up and then lift the left leg up. And then you'll bend your elbows back a little bit, lean back, and then squeeze in. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, lean back. Exhale, squeeze in. And even here, you might feel your lower back. It might be a little sore from the work that we've already done. And this just goes to show you that as we do core work, oftentimes we're not just working the front body, but we have the opportunity to work the back of the core as well. So if you're feeling that as you do this, it's just a signal that this is an opportunity to work the core 360 degrees. You're just feeling the back a little more intensely because we've already placed our intention on strengthening that back of the core. Keep it going, squeezing in, inhaling out. Exhale, squeezing in, inhaling out. 10 more, 10. Exhale, 9. Exhale, 8. Exhale, 7. Exhale, 6. Exhale, 5. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 3. Exhale, crunch in the belly for 2. And for 1. Take your feet onto the ground, parallel hip distance apart. Hands to the fronts of your shins. Inhale, sit tall. Open up wide across your chest. And then reach the arms forward. And we're going to start to lean back until we find that spot where we're like, I really don't want to stay here. But we're going to elect to stay here because we know that it's going to make us stronger. Feel the feet pressing down. Feel the shoulders relaxing. Collarbones wide. You might feel a little shaking in your belly. That's okay. That's just the muscles working. That's a sign that you're awake and alive. Breathe into it. Enjoy it. Enjoy the strength that you're feeling and recognize it as such. Stay in there. 5 more breaths. Keep challenging yourself to go for that little shake. 3 more. And then you can lower all the way down. Take a moment, stretch arms and legs in opposite directions. And just give yourself a moment to really elongate through your whole torso, through the back, through the body. Keep the tops of the shoulders soft. Point your feet Reach the arms overhead. You can grab for opposite wrist. You can switch which wrist you're grabbing for. All right, and then we'll go ahead and we'll place the feet to the ground. Interlace the hands behind the head, chin close to the throat. Take a deep breath in, and then on your exhale, you'll lift up, just like a traditional little crunch here. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Keep supporting your head with your hands, so you're not just doing some weird neck movements here. You're really isolating a crunch, a contraction in your core. Inhaling down, exhaling up, and get the shoulder blades up as much as you can to really squeeze in your abdomen. Exhaling up, inhaling down, exhaling up. Keep it going. Inhaling, exhaling. So you can continue just like this. Optionally, as you crunch up, you can lift a leg and place the leg down. Lift a leg just a little bit, place it down. Raise a knee, release it. Keep alternating if you're going for that, which side you lift up. Keep pressing the low back into the ground, pressing the low belly into the low back. So feel that as you're lifting the leg up, you're actually beginning that movement in your core, but it's the core strength that's enabling the lifting and the lowering of the limb. Keep it going. Exhale to come up, inhale to come down. Keep getting the shoulder blades off the ground. 10 more times. 10, 9. Try not to just do neck things here. Keep supporting your head. Chin stays close to the throat. Keep it going. 4 more times. 2 more rounds. Last time. Woo, and last one up and down. So nice. Take a moment, arms and legs stretch long. Put a little arch in your back, stretch the belly, and then you can hug the knees in, and then we'll rock forward and back and see if you can make your way back up onto your feet. Coming to stand up. Oh, so nice, guys. Nice, Barbara. All right, and then from here, we'll go ahead and we'll step our left leg back to a long lunge. Sweep the arms overhead. You can hook the thumbs or grab for opposite elbows. Bend your right knee to 90. Bend your left knee to open the front of both hips here. Good, and then from here, keeping your left frontal hip reaching forward, kick the heel back. Squeeze the buttocks firm through your left cheek and keep lifting and finding a back bend behind your heart here. Lift your chest, lift the frontal hips, lift the sternum. Bend your right knee to 90. 3 more breaths. Inhale, extend the arms and the legs nice and straight. And then exhale, open out to prepare for triangle. Pull your hips back in space, lengthen the right arm forward, and release the right hand onto the right shin or block outside of the right foot. Left arm reaches up, look up to see the left thumb. Keep wagging your right hip back behind you and lengthening the torso perfectly over the right leg. So try not to let your body or your chest collapse forward or in. Straight line from wrist to wrist, and the torso is directly over that right leg. Take one more full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, press into the feet, rise to stand up. Exhale, we're gonna pivot, come back into a high lunge. Reach both arms up, raise your left heel, bend your right knee, and then exhale, step your left foot in a little bit closer so you can ground into the heel. We're going to interlace the hands behind your back and either bring the thumbs as close underneath the shoulder blades as possible, or if you feel open in your shoulders, you could come to a secret prayer behind the back. Now make sure your heads of your shoulders aren't wrapping down. Keep opening up the collarbones, pressing either the palms together or interlacing the fingers, thumbs reaching underneath the shoulder blades. Elbows nice and wide. And then with a flat back, a little twist towards the right side, you're gonna fold over that right leg. Breathe deep here. Keep pulling the elbows back. Keep the heads of the shoulders reaching back. Scissor the inner thighs together. 2 more breaths. From here, inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, bend into your right knee, raise your left heel. On an inhale, with a lot of control, very gracefully, just shift the weight into the right foot. Left leg lifts into the air, Virabhadrasana 3 with a secret prayer variation. Wrap your left outer hip down. You can position the pinky toes slightly in. Keep your lower back level, sacrum level. So another way we can really work on our low back is to make sure that we're not further adding to an imbalance that's already there with a compensation. So you want to keep your hips squared. Push into the big toe mound of your right foot to wrap the right hip back. Left hip slightly down, sacrum is level, like you could balance a teacup on that flat, wide part of your low back. 1 more deep breath in. And then on your next exhale, step your left foot next to the right. Woo, take a moment, you can shake it out, let it go. You can circle the arms a little bit. Release, release, release. Good. Just a little bit more, letting it all go. Okay, and then we're gonna switch sides. So we'll go ahead and we'll simply step our right foot back to a long lunge. Lift the arms overhead, left knee bends to 90. You can hook the thumbs or grab for opposite elbows. And whichever you're doing, just switch either the forearm on top or the thumb that's in front. Bend your right knee. Feel the front of the right hip open. Feel the sternum lift a bit taller. And then keeping the frontal hips open, kick back through the right heel, squeeze through your right cheek, squeeze through the right buttock. And then keep back bending behind your heart here. Lift your chest, full breaths. Bring a little bit of attention to your belly, firm into your center. 2 more breaths here. And then inhale, straighten everything, reach the arms overhead, straight up, extend the legs. And exhale, open, arms, hips, and chest out towards the left side, right side. And then from here, you'll pull your hips back in space, lengthen the left arm forward, and then release the left hand onto the left shin or a block outside of your left foot. Right arm reaches up. Keep navigating that left hip back so you can really align the torso over your left leg. Straight line from wrist to wrist. Keep the left shoulder relaxing away from the left ear. 3 more breaths. Okay, inhale, press into the feet, rise to stand up. Exhale, we're gonna pivot, raise the right heel, reach both arms up, bend the left knee a little bit. And then exhale, step your right foot in so that the heel can ground. And then from here, interlace the hands behind your back, either taking a secret prayer behind your back, or if you're doing the interlacing of the fingers, switch which pinky is on top. Try to bring the elbows out wide and the thumbs as high up beneath the shoulder blades as possible. A little twist in your torso And then exhale, fold over that left leg. Keep navigating the left hip back, lengthening your belly button directly over the belly of the thigh, the center of the thigh. Back of neck stays long. Scissor the inner thighs together. Settle into the posture by means of your breath. Always coming back to the breath. With a flat back, inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the left knee. Raise your right heel and then inhale, shift into the left foot, gracefully lifting that right leg up. And then really push into the big toe mound of your left foot to wrap your left outer hip back so you're not collapsing or compensating in that left hip. Flex your right foot, position your right pinky toes slightly down so your sacrum stays level. You're not opening that right front hip in any way. Keep balancing your torso and your right leg to the same height. 2 more breaths. And then on your next breath, you'll go ahead and step your right foot next to the left. Release the arms. Take a moment. You can just shake it out. Let it go. Circle the head. Whatever you need to do to release. You can shake your arms, shake your body. Let it go. Wiggle it out a little bit. Good, guys. Okay. And then from here, take a big reach up with your arms, and then you'll flip your right palm up, grab a hold of the right wrist, and pull yourself over to the left. Keep sealing your right heel to the ground. Bow the body to the right as you reach to the left. And then inhale, come back center, switch sides, flip your left palm up, grab a hold of the left wrist, bow the body to the left. Keep anchoring both heels to the ground. Inhale, come back center. Exhale, release the arms by the sides. Take one more moment, just circle the shoulders and the head a little bit. Let it go. All right, from here we'll come to the top of the mat. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, gaze up to see the prayer. Exhale, bow forward, hands to the earth, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine, flat back, open your chest. Exhale, hands release. You can step or float back. Move through your transition of choosing. And we'll meet back in a downward facing dog. Okay, from here on an inhale, step your right foot in between the hands to a lunge. Stabilize on your feet and then lift the arms and the torso coming into a crescent lunge. Bring your hands to a prayer at your chest and exhale, twist to the right. Perhaps either just resting your left forearm on the right thigh, right fingers reaching back behind you, or hands to a prayer at your chest, dipping your left elbow outside of your right thigh, thumbs together at your sternum, and rotating open towards the right side. Try to bend 90 into that right knee. 3 more breaths. And then come back center, take your hands down, frame your right foot, and then exhale, lower your left knee and point the left foot. From here, this is where a block or a cushion or a blanket will benefit you. You'll take it to the instep side of your left foot and come sit back on it. So you're in an Ardha Virasana, a half Virasana. Same thing here. We want to make sure that the hips are level. So even if it's easy for you to come down onto the ground, if you feel a tilting over to the right side, just give yourself a little elevation, a little cushion beneath the seat so that your sacrum is truly level here. Flex your right foot, sit tall, and then we're gonna let the weight of the body come forward over that right leg and breathe here. So we did so much strengthening of our back body in the beginning, which is really important and often forgotten in the practice and in life in general. And now we have the grace of the lengthening. Right now it feels even nicer to welcome that space into the back body. So just feel yourself succumbing to the stretch, letting yourself release into it without resistance, and extra enjoying it because it's really, it's earned, it's well deserved. And because you might feel a little tighter from the strength that we did, it's a matter of perspective. You could either perceive it to being more painful and more intense, or you could perceive it as being more beneficial and worthwhile. So I think more powerful to go for the latter. Is that right? Former or latter? The later one, yeah. Okay, folding into that right leg, just relaxing into it. Three more breaths. All right, from here, we're gonna come to sit up, and then we're gonna walk the hands back behind us. Now, as you walk your hands back, you might start to feel a little bit of pinching in your lower back. So to prevent anything like that from happening, we're gonna lift our hips up, lengthen the tailbone down towards your left knee and your right heel. So you're creating space in your lower back. You should feel also a stretch in that left quad. You wanna make sure the knee is coming straight forward from your hip, not opening out to the side. Really try to position your knees close to one another. And then this might be it. You might stay here. You might feel a stretch in the whole front body and even a stretch in your back body. If you feel you could go a little further, you could optionally, once again, lift your hips to lengthen the tail, and you could potentially lower onto your elbows and forearms here. Keep reaching the left knee forward. You can keep your chin close to the throat, or it may be nice to let your head release back. But keep scanning your body and make sure that you're not unconsciously tensing in your shoulders or straining somewhere in your upper body in an effort to get the stretch in the lower body. We'll just be here for 3 more breaths. All right, from here, you can go ahead, make your way back to sit up. Crawl yourself forward into a low lunge once again, and then step back into a 3-legged dog. Right leg lifts into the air, open out your right hip. You can bend the right knee, you can circle the foot around both directions. Optionally, you could flip your dog here. You could step your right foot around behind you, spin both frontal hip points up towards the ceiling, and look out towards your right palm. Try to lift everything up towards the ceiling. Big breaths. And then wherever you are, let's come back into our traditional dog. Hips high, chest pressing back. Then on your next inhale, step the left foot in between the hands to a lunge. Exhale, stabilize on your feet. Inhale, lift the arms and the torso, coming into crescent lunge, and then twist to the left. You can either Rest your right forearm on the left thigh. Left fingers can reach behind you, or you can bring your hands to a prayer. Dip your right elbow outside of your left thigh and look over the left shoulder. Keep scissoring the thighs together, rotating the right lung up and open towards the left side. Really try to lean back a little bit into your twist. Spin the bottom lung up. On your next inhale, take the hands down, frame your left foot. Exhale, lower the right knee and point the right foot. Take your cushion, your block, your bolster, stick it to the instep side of your right foot and come sit back on it. Flex your left foot, keep your knees close. You can pull the fleshy part of your seat back, sit tall, and then reach forward over that left leg. Breathing into it. Keep pulling your left pinky toe back as much as your big toe. And continually scan your body. Make sure everywhere is soft that can be. Shoulders, jaw, even your hands. Three more breaths. Okay, inhale, come to sit up. Walk the hands back behind you. As you do that, take a moment, lift your hips off of your support, lengthen your tail down towards your bottom foot and start to lean back more. And you can keep doing that. You can keep lifting your hips and lengthening the tail that way towards your left foot until you feel there's no squeezing or crunching in your lower back. Keep your knees close. Don't let the right knee open out to the right side. Keep your shoulders soft, and then you can stay here if you're feeling a nice stretch in the front body, specifically in that right quad. And it may feel nice to go a little lower. It may feel nice to lower onto the forearms. As you go lower, though, make sure there's no squeezing or pinching in your lower back. And to prevent that, you lengthen your tail down so you're not crunching or compensating space in there. And if it feels comfortable, you can let the head release back and open the throat. If not, don't do it. Three more breaths. Okay, inhale, you can go ahead and make your way back to sit. Pull yourself back into a low lunge. And then from here, push into the hands, tuck your right toes, sweep the left leg up and back for a three-legged dog. Open out your left hip, bend the knee. You can stay here, or you could optionally flip your dog, stepping the left foot around behind you. Spin both hips up towards the ceiling. Breathe deep. And then inhale, come back into a dog. Lift the hips, press the chest back. Inhale, come forward to a plank pose. Exhale, lower knees, chest and chin to the ground. Inhale, point the feet, push into the hands, slide into a low cobra. Exhale, release down and roll over onto your back. Bend the knees, feet to the floor, parallel and hip distance apart. On an inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, interlace the hands behind your back, clasping the palms into a fist. If you want to stick a block beneath your sacrum for a more restorative bridge, you're welcome to do that. And if you want to take it into a wheel from here, that's another option. Keep pressing the back of your head down if you're in your bridge, pressing your feet down, lengthening the tail towards your knees. Full breaths, 3 more wherever you are. And then very gently lower upper, middle, and lower back to the ground. Take a moment with your feet on the ground, just windshield wiper the knees. Letting the lower back release in this way. Okay, and then we'll hug the knees into the chest. Make small circles on the sacrum. Breathe space into the back body. Breathe it low into the lower back. Okay, and then we'll take a happy baby. Shine the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. You can grab for the backs of the thighs, the calves, or the outer edges of your feet. Just make sure your tailbone stays down. And you can rock a little bit on your low back here. You could also optionally open one leg out at a time, or perhaps both legs out into a straddle position. Keep the shoulders soft, keep the tailbone down. Okay, and then hug the knees back into the chest. Just one last little bit for your neck and shoulders. Turn your head from side to side. Just like you're tracing the ground with a half circle. And if any part of this feels like it enables a really good stretch in your neck, then you can stay there on that side and keep stretching it. And even though your hands are wrapped around your shins and your knees, see if the shoulders can be heavy to the ground and soft. Okay, and then the next time your head turns to the right, you can shift your hips to the right as well. Drop the knees to the left. Look out to see the right palm. Right shoulder softens down. And then we'll switch sides. Turn your head to the left, shift your hips to the left. Look out to see the left palm, arm reaches out to the side. Inhale, come back center, hug the knees into the chest, and we'll do a really short, sweet Shavasana. So setting up in any way that makes you extremely comfortable so that you can let yourself relax here. You can let the effort of the breath release. You can allow any remaining tension in the body to release. You can consciously release any remaining stress or distraction or disturbance. And just let yourself rest in the peace of the present moment, connecting to it. You can stay resting. If you feel ready to make your way up to a comfortable seat, that's another option. Wherever you are, just remaining relaxed. Allowing yourself to receive the grace of the present moment. Landing fully inside of yourself, inside of your personal space, and taking personal responsibility for all of it. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. One more in. And let it go. Hands to a prayer at the heart. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. And may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in any way that I can to that happiness and to that freedom for all without any exception. Namaste.